I have been working on this issue for a long time on the outside, alongside the dreamers that are here. Want to thank, there's so many organizations I see the leaders of here that have been part of the struggle to really help America understand that keeping dreamers here, and in fact, passing comprehensive immigration reform, is the best thing we can do for our communities, for our families, and for our economy. And so a particular shout out to the Washington Dream Act Coalition, Northwest Immigrant Rights Project, to One America, to 21 Progress, to ACRS, and the many organizations that are here. I also want to thank you, Dr. Weber, for taking a stand. I think we are at a moral crossroads in this country, and our ability to stand on the right side of justice and to speak for what we know to be true is critical, and it's why I'm so grateful to you, to the board of directors, and to Bellevue College, as well as to the corporations who have come out and said, you know, as Satya Nadella did, if you want to get to the dreamers, you got to come through me. We do need, as Senator Murray said, more colleges, more universities, more corporations saying that, because in the end, we cannot allow these young people to be deported, and we cannot allow immigration to continue to be this polarized and polarizing, politically polarizing issue. It is actually not polarizing if you go and talk to people on the ground. Nobody thinks that we should be deporting these folks, not people who voted for Trump, not Republicans, not Democrats. And we have an opportunity right now in the House. On the 22nd, we will have a discharge petition to bring the DREAM Act to the floor. If we can get 218 signatures, that's a simple way of saying we force a vote. We force the bill to the floor. So it's not enough just to do sympathetic tweets from some of our Republican colleagues. It's not enough to say that you care about dreamers. It's actually not even enough to shed some tears, which I've seen some of my colleagues do. What has to happen is there has to be a signature on the discharge petition to bring that to the floor, or Paul Ryan, Speaker Ryan, can bring it to the floor himself, and then let's vote on it. Because I can guarantee you that in the House, and I believe in the Senate, that we will have the votes to pass the DREAM Act, and pass a clean DREAM Act. Because it's also not enough to allow our young people to stay, but then to trade that safety and security for increased enforcement in an environment that already has way too many detentions, way too many deportations, way too many raids. So our job is to make sure that we represent what is best for the country, what is best for the dreamers, and what is best for our democracy. And I think most people know this is personal to me too. I'm an immigrant. I'm one of about I think a dozen in the House who were actually born outside of the United States. And I came here when I was 16 years old by myself. Now, I was fortunate, very fortunate, to have status, documented status, a whole alphabet soup of visas that I went through for 17 years in order to get my citizenship. But that doesn't mean that that there is any reason why everybody should have a process that can actually allow them to gain citizenship, to gain legal status, to be able to contribute everything they have to this country. So we are working very hard in the House. The minority caucuses are all involved in this. I want to make a particular point to call out the fact that dreamers come from everywhere, and you'll see it from this group of folks that are here. They're from Latin America, from Asia, from Africa, from all over the world. Dreamers are every single one of our communities. And so our minority caucuses are meeting regularly with our leadership, as well as with the leadership in the Senate, and making sure that we continue to keep the pressure up to pass a clean DREAM Act, and then to continue the work we need to do as a country to pass comprehensive immigration reform. We're going to fight all the way, because Adam is right. What the president has done is cruel, and we can't allow it to continue.